Hi, this is Mafia here showing you a tutorial on how to use my FortressCraft relic editor. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to play FortressCraft on your map. Just in case you don't already have it saved. So I'm going to go ahead and start up FortressCraft right now. And as you can see, my version is 1.04D, so I'm not using a previous version, I'm using the updated version. And depending on whether or not you want, if you have a transfer kit, I would recommend using your hard drive. It's just a lot easier to use. If not, you can use any USB stick. I'm gonna save it directly on my hard drive for now, and I'm gonna reset my world. So now, as you can see, this is an empty world. Don't have any relics. Alright, now let's build something out here, so you know that this is indeed an updated, or this is indeed the same map. Instead, people would be like, oh, but you just made 2 maps and locked the relics and film later. I'm not doing that. Okay, so when I spawn, I'll show you that. Put the title. Now you're going to want to go to your dashboard. Now if you have a transfer kit, you're good to go from here. If you don't, you want to use your USB drive, but you chose to save it to your hard drive, you got to go to System Settings, Memory, whatever device you saved it to. I saved it to the hard drive. Games, Indie Games, FortressCraft Chapter 1, the one with the indie game logo. Okay, should be smaller, but it's the one with the indie game logo. You want to copy to whatever device you're going to extract it with. That's also how you back up your worlds. Now, I have my world backed up, which is good. I'm going to back it up again once I get to my computer, and I'm on that stage of the tutorial now, so I see you when I get there. Alright, so now that we're on our computer, we are going to be, I'm going to be showing you how to export your world and how to edit it. And while I'm doing this, I just want to say that this is on the official FortressCraft website, so this is not way by any means of breaking the rules. So I have 2 methods of extraction here, one for your USB and one for your hard drive if you're using that. Hard drive, you're going to be using Explorer 360 Extreme 2, which I'll provide a download link for you. And if you're using your USB drive, you're going to be using USB XTAF, or you can use the Audio Explorer for both of them, but I prefer these. They seem to work out better in my opinion. So I'm going to show you USB way of extraction first, since that's most likely the way you're doing it. So you're going to right click on your USB Explorer and hit Run as Administrator. If you're on Windows 7 or Vista, you have to do that, unless you have it set to where you don't, but that's not my business. I'm not going to show you how to do that, because it opens your computer up to viruses easier. Okay, so, but once you have it open, you're going to go File, you can either open first device or open device selector. Since I have both my HDD device, my hard drive device, and my USB drive, I'm going to open the device selector. Now USB extract will open your hard drives, but I prefer to use Explorer 360 if I'm using a hard drive, because it will not open USB drive. So USB. So once you have it open, you should see two folders with drop down lists on the sides. One a cache partition and one's a data partition. You're going to want to go to the data partition, content, and depending on what you have on here, you should have a bunch of folders. You're looking for the one that's nothing but zeros. That's your downloads folder on your console. You're going to go to that. As you can see, I have two games in here. The game you're looking for, or the folder that has your save file, will be the 584E072. That's the indie game folder. Any indie games you'll have will be in here. I don't know if this is on everybody's console or just mine, but my FortressCraft has been in 000E0000. And you should see one that's A51D316CD20F blah blah blah. That is your FortressCraft save file. You're going to want to click and drag that to your desktop or wherever you want to save it. I have it right here, and I'm also going to create a backup worlds folder because I back everything up, and I encourage you to as well. Just drag it in there just in case you mess up, so that way nothing happens. So once you have those both, you're good to file close current device. Make sure you do that, and then you can close that out. Now I'm going to show you the Explorer 360 way with your hard drive. Right as administrator, again, if you're on Vista or 7, drive, open, hard drive or memory card. Alright, this time you'll see partition 0, partition 2, and partition 3. You're looking for partition 3. You'll see cache content. You might see compatibility in there as well, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for this content one right here. Now, maximize that. As you can see, I have this folder, which is actually your profile, but I'm not getting into that right now. You're going to go into the 0 one again. Once again, the 584E72 folder. There's the E one again, and there's my FortressCraft save. Just drag it to your desktop again. I'm not going to replace it, but just so you know, you can do it the same way. Okay, so once you have those, you're going to open the FortressCraft relics editor folder. Make sure you have every file in here in the folder, because you have to have them all. If one's missing, it's going to crash the program. I'll even explain this to you. This uses to rehash and resign. That uses to extract stuff from the actual save file that you need, and this edits the save file. So you need them all. And I didn't build any of them. I'm not taking credit for using them. I built the program itself, this, but not any of the applications. So once you have that, you get good to close out the folder. You're going to hit open. And it should bring up an open file dialog that says open a FC world. You're going to go to your wherever you saved your world. In my case, it's the desktop. You're going to open that one that starts with an A. And it should have a list of all your unlocked relics. If you have any unlocked, they will be checked. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and check them all here. And checking them on the left will unlock the relic if it's checked when you hit save. Checking them on the right will enable a relic so it's turned on when you start the game. You can still turn it off perfectly normally, but I have this here just in case. Well, you don't have jetpack on, but when you start the game you want it, or speed boots. I'm going to use speed boots and headlight. Once you have that, you're going to hit save, and it's going to save it to the same file that you opened, so the one on the desktop. It says the world has been saved, rehashed, and resigned. So that means there's no need for another third-party program right now. You're good at that, okay? And you can close this out. Now your world has all relics unlocked, so we're gonna import it back. I'm gonna show you how to do that with both the hard drive and the USB stick. So I'm going to open device selector again, memory unit F, data portion, content, the zeros, the 584E072, one with the E. Now you can just drag it in here, then it'll ask you if you want to replace it, but I always delete the file first and then drag it in. I don't know why, just I like doing it that way. You don't have to by any means. Just wait until it shows up here again, and it'll say injecting at the bottom. It might take a minute because I'm recording, and recording always slows down the screen. Nope, yep, there it is. So once you have that file, close current device and close it out. We're going to be using Explorer 360 again. Drive, open, hard drive or memory card. Version 3, content, 000, as usual. Here, never had a problem with Explorer 360, so I just drag it in, let it go, yes, override, injected. And you don't have to go through the whole closed device with that. It just seems to mess up when you don't do it with USB extaf. Okay, so that concludes this part of the tutorial. I'll beat you back on my 360 to confirm that it worked. Okay, so once you have your save file working, once you have it on your Xbox, we're going to see if it worked. This first part is not necessary, but I like to do it anyway. Just in case you didn't use your hard drive and you used your memory card, I would highly recommend that you copy the save file right here. This is it. Copy it to your hard drive. Now, I just made a version of the same save on my hard drive. I'll do it anyway. Okay, so once you have it all ready, you're gonna go into your FortressCraft. Okay. Now let's choose hard drives to just copy it back to my hard drive, enter world, join game, start. As you can see, look, there's the thing I made to show you guys that that I didn't just show you two worlds. It's the same world, and look, moving a lot faster than usual. That's because look, I have speed boots on and all my relics are enabled. Worked out perfectly fine. Night vision, jetpack. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and talk to you guys next time.